Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Jeremy Franson, Clinical Assistant Professor from the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Applied Health Sciences, I welcome you to this afternoon's ceremony. As we begin, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or mute all cell phones, pagers, or other electronic devices that may detract from the enjoyment of all. Thank you. I am pleased to introduce Anne Debre, a student from UIC's Architecture and Arts who is currently in the music program studying jazz. Anne will lead us in singing America the Beautiful. Words can be found on page 51 of your program booklet.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Please be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bo Fernhall, and I'm proud to be the Dean of the College of Applied Health Sciences at UIC. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President of the University, the faculty, staff, and administration of the University of Illinois of Chicago, I am pleased to welcome you to the 2013 commencement of the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences. Before I do anything else, I'd first like to recognize the members of the platform party. I ask these members to rise as I call your names, and for the audience to please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Mitra Dutta is the Vice Chancellor of Research and UIC Distinguished Professor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Dr. Jonathan Art is Associate Dean of the Graduate College. Mr. Art Slewinski is the Chair of the Applied Health Science College Alumni Board. Dr. Demetra John is the Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. Ms. Atika Afreen is President of the AHS Student Council. Mr. Eric Meredith will give the student address. Dr. Larry Paola is the Department Head of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences. Dr. Tamara Heller, Head of the Department of Disability and Human Development. Dr. Charles Walter, Head, Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. Dr. Yolanda Suarez-Balcazar, Head, Department of Occupational Therapy and Interim Head of Physical Therapy. Thank you. This year marks the 34th year that the Applied Health Sciences has been an independent college, and even though many of our programs began as far back as 1918. As a college composed of faculty and staff dedicated to health and well-being of all people, our job is to educate you, indeed transform you, into the outstanding professionals you will become. Today's commencement ceremony marks the day of your transformation from student to graduate. You did it. You're now entering a world that needs you more than ever. And I know from personal experience and from what I've heard from our faculty and staff, you are well prepared to make a difference in today's society, and the future of our nation is in good hands. I wish each of you the best that life has to offer. Now I'd like to ask the class of 2013 to stand and remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 2013. Class of 2013, you know you would not be here today if it weren't for two special groups. First, faculty and staff of the college who taught and guided you. Would the faculty and staff please stand? Now, class of 2013, please turn around and face the audience. These are the people who were with you all the way, your family, friends, and loved ones. A round of applause for them. Please be seated. We are honored today to have with us the Senior UIC Administrator, the Vice Chancellor for Research, Dr. Mitra Dutta, representing the Chancellor. Dr. Dutta oversees the administration of all grant-related endeavors at this immense research institution. Prior to becoming the Vice Chancellor, she served as head of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering here at UIC. Dr. Dutta is a prolific author, co-author, and editor of publications, presentations, and books. She holds 31 U.S. and Canadian patents. She is a fellow of several associations, including the American Association for the Advancement of Science and the Society of Women Engineers. She is the only woman ever in 60 years to receive the IEEE Harry Diamond Award for distinguished contributions in the field of electrotechnology. We welcome Dr. Dutta.
Thank you, Dean Fernall. I too want to express my gratitude to the many people who have supported our graduates in every way throughout their career at UIC. Graduates, congratulations. I am honored to speak to you from the heart on this memorable day, a day of pomp and ceremony, but also a day of personal joy and triumph. The educational accomplishments we recognize here today attest to your admirable perseverance over time in pursuing the highest level of success. You have worked for long hours in the classroom, libraries, laboratories, and in the field to achieve today's prestigious degree. Today, your resolve has paid off. You can take great pride in graduating from a college with some of the most highly ranked programs in the country. Occupational therapy has ranked among the top 4 OT programs in the US for 10 consecutive years. Kinesiology's PhD program is ranked in the top 5% nationally. Physical therapy ranks 16th in the country and has recently been invited to join the prestigious Research-Intensive Physical Therapy Programs Consortium. Disability and Human Development, scoring 7th at UIC's in overall research expenditures, houses Illinois' only federally designated University Center for Excellence in Development Disabilities Education, Research, and Service. You can also be proud that your college is growing rapidly in outreach, achieving phenomenal enrollment in online programs in health informatics and health information. But above all, this college and UIC had the good judgment to admit and graduate each of you. These accomplishments were possible because of the collective work done by faculty, staff, and students in the College of Applied Health Sciences. When you leave here, you leave with a degree from one of the finest research institutions, not only in the nation, but in the world. In the latest NSF federal funds reports, which ranks universities based on the amount of federal funding they receive, UIC ranks in the top 30 of all public universities in the US. We have, for a long time, been one of the fastest rising universities in the US, achieving Research 1 status in a shorter time than any others. In addition to this, UIC was ranked 3rd among US institutions and 11th in the world on the 100 under 50 list published by Times Higher Education of the UK. Only 9 US institutions made the list of 100. We have done that because of the strength of our faculty, our students, our alumni, and each of you. As you embark on the next phase of your life, do not think that your education ends with this commencement ceremony. I challenge you to continue your studies, whether formally or informally. The education and training that you have received here in UIC have given you the tools to continue investigating your field of study so that you will remain in the forefront of your field. I urge you to apply what you have learned in UIC to the challenges that face the applied health sciences in the years ahead, the obesity in our society and its lifelong dangers, veterans returning home with traumatic brain injury or missing limbs, the ills of inactivity and poor nutrition, and the growing need to keep the aging baby boomers, like myself and many others, healthy and mobile. I also encourage you to remain a lifelong member of the UIC community, join the Alumni Association, visit us often, and keep in touch with your colleagues, mentors, and friends. Let the UIC flame glow steady in your hearts. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Enthusiasm is the most powerful engines of success. When you do a thing, do it with all your might. Put your whole soul into it. Stamp it with your personality. Be active, be energetic, be enthusiastic, and faithful, and you will accomplish your objective. Do not forget to set your goals high. Reach for the stars, for then you may soar to the treetops. And if that doesn't happen, you will at least get off the ground." We applaud your accomplishments and eagerly await news of future achievements from the class of 2013. Congratulations.
Today, we are honored to receive our commencement address from U.S. Senator Mark Kirk. Senator Kirk won a special election in November 2010 to serve the final weeks of President Barack Obama's Senate term in addition to a regular 6-year term. Before that, he served 5 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives, representing the far northern suburbs of Chicago. Ghosts. He's a commissioned intelligence officer in the U.S. Navy Reserve and was awarded a Commendation Medal for his service in Kosovo. As most of you know, after suffering a severe stroke in January of 2012, Senator Kirk returned to work in Washington a year later. His climb up on the Capitol steps making for one of the most moving and inspirational new days of 2013. We are proud to tell you that his rehabilitation was aided by one of our very own, Associate Professor of Physical Therapy, Dr. George Hornby. Senator Kirk's personal health experiences make him uniquely poised to address the graduates of this college, and he would not be deterred by his need to be at work in Washington today. Please give your attention to this pre-recorded message from Senator Mark Kirk.
I want to congratulate everybody listening to my words and to especially thank Dr. George Hornby, who's the guy on the stage who's waving his hand, the guy that really put me back together and put me back in the United States Senate in a way that we always dreamed could be done by good PTs and OTs. I just would ask one thing, let's have honesty in medical delivery and call PT physical torture, OT is other torture, the way George Hornby delivers it. Kind of a take no prisoners approach that I went through. Physical therapists were absolutely vital to my return to the Senate after a massive stroke. When we think about stroke in the 1950s, you're the reason why it's not so depressing. And I have talked to some experts about what happened 40 or 50 years ago, that when someone had a stroke, they just were left in a room and their career ended and then they died. And, you know, if we live up to the full potential of your profession, then things will turn out like they did for me. In my case, a full return to work in the United States Senate, thanks to a PT regimen that would never let me give up, that I would just ask you to push your patients the way I was. They will amaze you in their ability to come back. And I completely surprised myself when after a stroke, I was able to walk up all 45 steps of the United States Senate and planned on that moment and then fully returned to work. And so it's a pretty exciting field that you're getting involved in. Think of the world you're going to enter as Americans entering the workforce of the most productive and most ethnically diverse crew of Americans capable of productivity in ways we never thought, especially aided by the online pace of development. It's highly likely in the world of medicine that you're going to excel far more than your predecessors ever were able to do, that you will be able to do things for your fellow human beings like Dr. George Hornby did for me. My hope is there will be many human beings walking around as functional as I became, especially as happy and as productive, that you're going to be a difference maker. I will just say, about a month ago, we heard of the loss of Prime Minister Lady Thatcher, who always said that her goal in life was to have a productive life in which she made a difference. I would just say that is really good advice. my guess is as a PT and an OT, you're going to make a difference, especially one person at a time.
I would now like to bring Dr. George Hornby to the podium to share remarks on the important roles of each of our academic programs in creating interdisciplinary and collaborative experiences for our students.
So first, congratulations to everyone, and not, of course, just the PTs, but everyone graduating today. 20 years ago, I sat in your shoes, not here, but graduating from a kinesiology program. And I think the one thing that the senator really harps on or talks about that's important to all of us is that if I just did what I thought I was going to do when I was in your shoes, none of this stuff ever happens. And so UIC doesn't have everything that it needs, so there's other hospitals, and RIC, Rehab Institute of Chicago, where he did his work, doesn't have nearly all the personnel and resources it needs. So the collaboration between the two is really important. And that collaboration helped UIC graduates now, UIC former students, UIC current students, to help in recovery of an individual back to work where it may not have been possible. So I guess as you guys embark on your journey in the future, I think it's really important to seek out those collaborations. Just because someone says that's not the way we do it, doesn't mean you can't try, because a lot of things will work and will work well if you don't listen to the words no. All right, so congratulations, good luck.
Now, it is my pleasure to confirm the official degrees from the University of Illinois on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Candidates, please rise. Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, responsibilities of that degree. Please be seated. Upon the recommendations of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for Doctor of Occupational Therapy. Please rise. Upon the recommendation and by authority of Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Occupational Therapy for which you've been presented and admit to you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Please be seated. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy. Please rise. Upon these recommendations by the authority of Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Please be seated. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the Master of Science degree. Please rise. Upon these recommendations and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Master of Science degree for which you've been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Please be seated. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Please rise. Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Please be seated. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of the degree recipients. Our department heads will now introduce their academic program and their faculty marshals. We'll begin with Dr. Larry Paola from the Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences.
Dean Fernhall, thank you very much. On behalf of the Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences, I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates this year. Our department contains 3 accredited programs, all of which are leaders in their respective fields. So, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce Professor John Doherty, Director of the Biomedical Visualization Program, to present our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Paola. It is my honor to introduce the candidates for the Master of Science in Biomedical Visualization. Amani Ahmed Altarute. Amami Elizabeth Antia Obong. Danielle Faye Dobbs. Natalie Michelle Doolittle. Caitlin Mora Fitz. Yiwei Huang. April Megan Ish. Autumn Rose Kulaga. Courtney Louise Lundgren. Elizabeth Ann Medwick. Leah Smith Moak. Caroline Patricia O'Driscoll. Jennifer Lee Rogers. Corinne Diane Stedman. Chelsea Talley. Kristen Ann Tejan. And Amy Rebecca Zimmerman. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Faculty Marshal for the Graduate Program in Health Informatics, Dr. Michael Dieter.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Master of Science in Health Informatics. Azizat Adenike Adebutu. Amy Bledsoe. Angie Teresa Box. LaDonna Michelle Cavanes. Mark Allen Chernich. James R. Day. Robert W. Dietschy. Michael Dinda. Stephen Frake. Zena Annie Vinu George. Victor B. Habone. Sarah Camille Harn. Billie Jean Hines Oddie. Tara Danette Jones. Jacqueline Lee King. Donald M. Larson. Rachel Ann Lee. Lourdes A. Lopez. Rita K. Martin Douglas. Mark Lawrence Mixel. Bonnie H. Praxty. Claudia N. Price. Kristen Laura Pritchard. Diana Rose Quaynor. Tamika Rena Toran. Cedric Truss. Felicia C. Warner. Carol Ann Williams. Padma R. Yera. Marie Constance Young Trabick. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Postmaster Certificate in Health Informatics. Rupa Sathish Babu. Kimberly Catledge. Patricia Lynn Holbrook. Anne Marie O'Connor Smith. Stella R. Savella. It is now my pleasure to introduce Karen Patina, the Faculty Marshal for the Health Information Management Program. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the IBHE Post-Baccalaureate Certificate in Health Information Management. William J. Kalaki. Sonia Wilkins Harrison. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, 15 of whom have already passed the National Credentialing Exam for the Registered Health Information Administrator. Jessica Lee Adkisson, cum laude and Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy. Atika Afreen, Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy. Nancy Anselmo. Sophia Azim. Sarah Aziz Beg, cum laude. Jillian Ashley Berengue, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Clark, cum laude. Andrea Lynn Fisher. Yenny Guerrero, Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy. Violetta Hoxha. Kaval Hussein. Marina Kravtsova, cum laude. Laura Molina. Saba Muki. Joseph Nedbal. Marta Negru. Kevin John No, cum laude. Irene Pastrana. Prachi Patel. Rachel Patel. Jeffrey Sikander Zaman. Zoe Jinyi Chao. And Elizabeth Ziemba. And it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Tamar Heller, Head for the Department of Disability and Human Development.
Welcome to all the graduates on behalf of the Department of Disability and Human Development. And I would like to introduce our Marshal, and that's Carrie Sandal, our Director of Graduate Studies. Please come up. And we have both a PhD program and a master's program and certificate programs.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Did you enjoy my dramatic entrance up the lift? Thank you. All right, it is my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Disability Studies. We are very proud of them. First is Carolyn Lulo. Sarah Vogt. Gail Werblood. Congratulations, PhDs. And now I get to introduce our Masters of Science in Disability and Human Development. First is Daniel Cochran. Kelsey Ann Havel. Emily Rose Langley. Ryan Matthew McGraw. Rachel Marie Pearson. Congratulations, master's students. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Charles Walter, who's the department head for the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition.
Thank you, Dr. Sandal. On behalf of the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition, welcome to UIC on the very best day of the year, and congratulations to all of our 2013 graduates. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Zia Hassan, our graduate marshal and director of graduate studies for kinesiology and nutrition.
Thank you, Dr. Walter. I'm delighted to introduce the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology, Nutrition, and Rehabilitation. Surabhi Bhutani. Neeta Suresh Kanekar. Monica Klempel. Joseph James Krizak. Sambit Mahapatra. Congratulations. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Movement Science, Margaret Louise Novak. Christopher Keith Thompson. And now for the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Kinesiology, Sonal Arora. Julian Dragusin. Sarah Ann Schwab. Melissa Taylor. And finally, Kathleen Ann Turney. I would now like to introduce Dr. John Coombe Lilly, the Marshal for the graduate program, the Master for the undergraduate program in Kinesiology. Thank you.
What's up? All right, folks, it needs a bottle, this one. Settle in. Okay. These days don't come around often enough, do they? It's now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science program in Kinesiology. That's right. Cheers, applause, throw money at the faculty. It's all welcome. Let's begin. Al-Haldin Abdahaldi. Abdul Karim Abuzir, cum laude. Jeanette Augustin. Erica Rosario Sisson Aquino. Neru Aurora. Abigail Arroyo. Megan Oscaregi. Joshua Ayala. Robert Banes. Whitney Beam. Genevieve Mary Belt. Caitlin Marie Benderitis. Mark Bassana. Jessica Bayer, magna cum laude. Isa Bitar. Alan Bulo Mavon. Nathan Eliyahu Brim, Urban Allied Health Academy Fellow. Caitlin Brozar. Darius Bizdik. Mind your step. Sean Capilli. Aldwin Manzano Castillo. Aquila Chambers. Yes. Jacob Ryan Chase. Shayna Cherniak, cum laude. Sarah Cortell. Anthony Robert Crawford. Christy Anakua, cum laude. Anthony Del George. Caitlin Ray Dowling. I got it. Shelby Page Duncan. Gary Jordan Farkas. Danielle Ashley Firm. Michael Timothy Flavin. Jennifer Nicole Galvin. Rachel Gittles, cum laude. Vanessa Gonzalez. Alexander Floyd Grunenwald. Philip Ginnid. Bianca Ann Hassoun, magna cum laude. David James Heckelschmiller. Brandon Henley. Janae Ashley Harry. Nicole Hurley, summa cum laude. Megan Hyatt, summa cum laude. Ijaz Haider. Brianna Catrice Johnson. Jennifer Danielle Johnson. Nicole Johnson. That's the end of the Johnsons. Brittany Jones. Parina Joshi. Mary Kando. Renee Chrissy Kaweki, cum laude. Jasmine King. Brittany Ann Klimick. Tanya Kondratyuk. John Kurtner. Anna Couture. Anthony Labarbera. Quan Wing Lam. Gerhard Heinz Lorick. Luke Lavecchia, cum laude. Kathleen Litz, cum laude. Jesse Lopez, do it. Tony Lee Mace. Andrew Peter Mann. Marius Patrick Mannix. Laura Men. Megan M. Mepham. Ashley Meyer. Nicole Mikulak. Michelle Elizabeth Miller. Banan Mohammed. Jose Luis Montenegro. Joseph Robert Morillo Chavez. Demetrius Nikoloulis. Christopher Ochoa. Ikadichi Ofor. Brian Trigby Oliverson. Brianna O'Neill. Ali Fazi Otman, Urban Urban Allied Health, cheeky bugger. Jay Purtell. Nadad Pavlovich. Jennifer Pedgo. Julian Penaranda, Urban Allied Health Academy Fellow. Mark Perales. Karen Perez. Miranda Peterson. Kevin Fung. Matthew Eugene Platter. Jennifer Stacy Queada Peralta. Marco Rara. Michelle Ruin. Jason Rudnick. Amy Lynn Russ. Logan Sander. Rashad Saki. Amy Shu. Dustin Sierra, summa cum laude. Tony Segura. J. Corey Silva, cum laude. Rebecca Sotomayor. Not to be confused with Demetrius Simiakis, magna cum laude. Dustin Simmons. Camilla Shapanik. Richard Zukula. Daniel Vasilev. Crystal Vega. Karina Vong. Nersag Vies. Andre Wakla. Dawn Wagner. Andrew Micah Vaida. Catherine Wildman. Anna Lily Wong. Patrick Wolf. Huan Wuhush. Michael Yeon. Hannah Abdelkwai. Arthur Howard Hawkins. Niamara Anita Payne. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Jamila Fantuzzi, the Graduate Marshal for the Nutrition Program.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce the candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy in Human Nutrition, Van Nguyen. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Nutrition, Rand Talal Akashe, Colette Hansen, Xin Huan Xu, Eric Paul Meredith, Tara Marie Nasset, Jingbo Pang, and Peter Stack. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the Marshal for the undergraduate program in human nutrition, Jamie Shifley.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. Sion-Hee Cho, Renee Fung, Bonnie Gumkowski, Sherry Lynn, cum laude, Elizabeth Massey, Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy, Emmeline Rasmussen, cum laude, Rebecca S. Ray, and Sophia Sanchez, summa cum laude. Congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Yolanda Suarez Balcazar, Head of the Department of Occupational Therapy and Interim Head of the Department of Physical Therapy.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Department of Occupational Therapy and the Department of Physical Therapy, congratulations, class of 2013. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joy Hamill, the Marshal for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy.
It is my honor to introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Gifty J. Abraham, Leah Dunleavy, Lindsay Jones, Miranda Catrice Palmer, Shapriya Sen, Linda Tran, and now I'd like to introduce Dr. Elizabeth Peterson as the Marshal for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Veronica Esparza, Jesse Hennemeyer, Kara E. Newman, Mary Frances Pearson, Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy. Diana L. Pedraza, Fellow of the Urban Allied Health Academy. Catherine F. Reese. It is now my pleasure to welcome back to the podium Yolanda Suarez Balcazar, Interim Department Head for Physical Therapy.
Hello. It's now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy. Laura Ancilio, Rashmi Vandekar, Mayumi Barag, Carrie Broadhood. Naomi Chalu. Megan Mercer Karugu. Daniel Chakowski. Lily Dalton. Caitlin Elizabeth Diam. Jessica Defmer. Justina Drag. Megan Fihey. Close. Cody Fisher. Jacqueline Jades. Sarah Goldenberg. Emily Gross. Lucy Hurd. Jillian Holton. Michael Jones. Kelsey Kaikotor. Christina Kaiser. David Constant. Patricia Leon. Jonathan Luz. Melissa Luiti. Kelly Mathis. Mary Shano McNally. Stephanie Millikan. Andrew Moy. Tiffany Moyer. Stephanie Mueller. Christina Novak. Nicholas Nelson. Kyle Palacios. Sheena Lee Robinson. Natalia Rodakowski. Summer Sanders. Aparna Shakir. David Silak. Laura Christina Edlovinsky. Maggie Smigel. Jody Stonefeld. Zachary Trope. Close. Christina Wong. Magnus Wu. Congratulations, DBT class of 2013. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Alex Sarin as the Marshal for the Master in Science in Rehabilitation Science Program.
Thank you, Dr. Balcazar. It's now my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Master of Rehabilitation Sciences. Bing Chen. Chejal Kajral Kar. Ketke Mehendele. Savita Subramanian.
A little confusion there. I'm now very pleased to introduce the chair of the College Alumni Board, Mr. Art Slawinski, for the tassel switch ceremony. Art received his master's degree in exercise physiology in 1994. He's currently the Director of Operations at Galter Life Center, Illinois' first and only certified medically based wellness center, and partner with Swedish Covenant Hospital in Chicago.
Congratulations, graduates. Before I begin the tassel switch ceremony, I'd like to introduce some of the AHS Alumni Board members that are present here today participating in our ceremony. Board members, please rise as I call your name. And an audience, please hold your applause until then. Julie Schwartfeger, Aaron Kozlowski-Widener, and Jason Sikorsky. Thank you. Graduates, I'm honored to lead you in a venerable tradition that signals your transition from degree candidate to alumnus of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Will you all please rise? Now please move your mortarboard tassel from right to left. On behalf of the Alumni Board of the college, I am pleased and welcome you to our ranks. Thank you. Congratulations.
I think that deserves another round of applause. Please be seated. We now move to the presentation of honors and awards. Many of our graduating students have been recognized this year by the university, their departments, or professional organizations for achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service. You will find a listing of these students and their awards in the college sections of the commencement booklet. It is now my privilege to introduce Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Demeter John, who will recognize the Departmental Achievement Awards.
Thank you. I am pleased to announce this year's recipients of the Achievement Award, which is given to one student from each program. The winner is selected by the faculty based on their overall academic performance, their potential for becoming an outstanding practitioner in their field, and their leadership and service to the campus and their profession. These awardees were already recognized at a special reception last week, our Young Alum event, which was quite nice, by the way, and they were presented with a plaque in acknowledgement of their achievement. Graduates, when I call your names, please rise. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until all student names are read. From the Biomedical Visualization Program, Amami Anchia Obang. From Disability Studies, Sarah Vogt. From Disability and Human Development, Daniel Cochran. From Health Information Management, Atika Afreen. From Kinesiology, Rachel Gittles. Megan Hyatt, Corin Schmidt. From Nutrition, Sherry Lynn. From the Doctor of Occupational Therapy program, Maria Banks. From the Master of Science Occupational Therapy program, Cynthia DeRuyter. And from Physical Therapy, Megan Fahey. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. I would now like to take a moment to recognize the contributions of our outstanding student leaders from student organizations within our academic departments and throughout our college. All of your hard work and commitment have truly made a difference in the lives of your fellow students. I would like all the officers from all our student organizations, from all our programs, you know who you are, from every single program. We have many, too many to actually list, but please, if you were a student leader in your program, please stand at this point in time. I know there's lots of you. Please stand, don't be humble. Thank you all for your many contributions to the applied health science community and for making our college the best college on campus. Thank you all.
The Dean's Award is given to an outstanding graduating student who has been active in our college community while maintaining a good academic record. It is my distinct pleasure to present the 2013 Dean's Award to Nathan Brim. Nathan, could you please join me on stage? While Nathan makes his way to the stage, Nathan is graduating with a Bachelor in Science in Kinesiology and will be attending physical therapy school at Northwestern University this fall. He's not perfect. He's recognized by most kinesiology students and faculty for his leadership roles in the Kinesiology Club, his service in the Anatomy and Physiology tutor and peer mentor for academic support and advising program, and his role as an undergraduate teaching assistant. Nathan has a passion and charisma that inspire people to become part of what he's doing. We are grateful for Nathan's service to the college and proud that he chose to be part of us. Please join me in congratulating Nathan Brim. Now I would like to introduce the president of the AHS Student Council, Atika Afreen, who will be presenting the teaching awards on behalf of the student body.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Dean Fernhell mentioned, my name is Atika Afreen, and I serve as the president for the AHS Student Council. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the service of our graduating Student Council officers. Officers, please stand as I call your name. Mary Pearson from the Department of Occupational Therapy, and our faculty advisor, Dr. Demetra John, for her guidance and support. Would you both please stand? Thank you. I also would like to extend our thanks to Dean Bo Fernhall. Each graduate today received a gift of a USB drive on behalf of the college. Thank you, Dean. Each year, the AHS Student Council presents an award to the recipients of the Excalibur Award for Teaching Excellence. This award is given to one faculty member from each department, chosen from nominations made by the graduating students of that unit. The Excalibur Award is presented to teachers who are role models in their professions, who provide encouragement for learning in the classroom or clinical setting, who help guide students in the achievement of their goals, and who are supportive of their students' individual efforts. Faculty Excalibur Award recipients were recognized over the past 2 weeks in their classrooms and department events, but we would like to take a moment to recognize them today. Faculty, please stand as I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been announced. From the Biomedical Visualization Program, Luke Renenbot. From the Health Informatics Program, Dr. Larry Pawala. From the Health Information Management Program, Valerie Prater. From the Disability and Human Development Program, Dr. Glenn Fujera. From the Kinesiology Program, Dr. John Coombe Lilly. From the Nutrition Program, Dr. Angela Odoms Young. From Occupational Therapy Program, Sarah Clark. From the Physical Therapy Program, Dr. Thunby Buck.
Every year since 1966, just one educator in each UIC college is selected by his or her graduating seniors to receive the prestigious Civil Circle Award for Teaching Excellence. It's a tremendous affirmation to be honored by the people who matter most in our business, our students. The 2013 Silver Circle recipient for Applied Health Sciences is Dr. Jane Marone. To her kinesiology undergraduates, Dr. Marone is a gifted and beloved teacher. Here's what her students had to say. Dr. Marone goes above and beyond to make sure her students understand the material. She's always available to help and really cares about her students. She's easy to talk to, knowledgeable about many subjects, encourages discussion. She has a positive attitude inside and outside the classroom. She's one of the best physiology teachers I know. Professor Marone, on behalf of your students, I am pleased to present you with the Civil Circle Award for Teaching Excellence. This year, we hosted our first ever alumni weekend, which turned out to be a great success. Applied Health Sciences has over 10,000 alumni, and we were proud to welcome many of them back to our campus this past weekend. I would like to take a moment to recognize the outstanding work and efforts of our 3 alumni who are in attendance today. Will the following alumni please stand? Nancy Richmond, Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy. Coralie Glantz, Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy. And Rob Malnick, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our alumni for their contribution to the AHS community. I'm happy to introduce Eric Meredith to deliver today's student address. Eric is graduating today with a Master's in Nutrition. Eric is a graduate of our Coordinated Master's in Nutrition program. He came to us after an impressive array of experience, including 5 years as a Russian linguist in the U.S. Navy and 3 years as an owner and operator of a healthy meal delivery service to Chicago neighborhoods with few healthy options. I hope it wasn't heavy metal. While here at UIC, he volunteered as a media spokesperson for the American Heart Association and the March of Dimes. He is now employed as the leading nutrition specialist at UIC's Chicago Partnership for Health Promotion, and he plans now to pursue a doctorate of public health degree. Graduates, please welcome one of your own, Eric Meredith.
Hello, my name is Eric Paul Meredith, and I'm a graduate of the Master Nutrition Coordinator program. I'm honored to be chosen to speak on behalf of my graduating class. First, I would like to acknowledge Dean Fernhall, Vice Chancellor Dutta, Dean Art, and other distinguished members of the faculty. On behalf of the graduating class of 2013, I would like to thank my fellow classmates, staff, parents, friends, and everyone who supported our journey. So I would like to give it up to my parents who are in the audience and all the parents and friends and significant others in the audience. Thank you. Over the course of my program, I've come to realize 3 things about education that I would like to share with my fellow classmates. Education is a privilege, knowledge is power, and each of you should use your gift with purpose. First, education is a privilege. According to the US Census, only 30 out of 100 people in this country achieve a bachelor's degree, 8 out of 100 a master's, and 3 out of 100 a doctorate. A study from Harvard and the Asian Development Bank found that only 6.7% of the world's population possesses a college degree. Not long ago, my cousin James Meredith could not attend college because he grew up in the segregated South. After many years of struggle and even taking a bullet for his cause, James was triumphant. 2012 marked the 50th anniversary of the desegregation of the University of Ole Miss. I'm very thankful that my family made it possible for me to attend a quality education. It did many of yours. We should feel privileged to attend one of the best applied health sciences programs in the country. Second, knowledge is power. Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. Imagine a world without physical and occupational therapists. Our beloved Derrick Rose would never turn to the Bulls to help us win another championship. Maybe we'll see him in Game 4. Imagine a world without health informatics. We would still be using paper, fax machines, and bullhorns to communicate the status of our patients and clients. Thought about you guys. Imagine a world without dietitians. Everyone will be on a seafood diet. If they see it, they eat it. Our education, whether we study kinesiology, disability studies, biomedical art, and the other disciplines previously mentioned, gives us the power to change lives and change the health of people all over the world. Third, use your gift with purpose. The Dalai Lama said that our primary purpose in life is to help others. And if you can't help them, don't hurt them. In order to truly serve, we should never stop caring, abuse our power, or cease learning. People deserve the very best from the healthcare professions, and I'm confident the graduates in this room will be able to deliver to them. I want to thank the faculty again for allowing me to speak on behalf of my graduating class. To my fellow classmates, we are privileged, we are powerful, and we are ready to fulfill our purpose. Congratulations again to the class of 2013.
In recognitions of your contributions and an excellent speech, 2013 AHS Commencement Speaker, Eric P. Meredith. Thank you, family members and friends, for sharing this special day with the graduates in our college. I also thank our distinguished guests, speakers, and the UIC administrators present here today, the Forum staff, and my college staff for their assistance and participation in this event. A very special thank you goes to Elaine Nicholas, who served as our coordinator for our college commencement this year. Thank you, Elaine. Finally, I have two brief announcements. Please remain seated until the recessional is completed. And I hope you will join me at the college reception in the main hall C. Staff will be outside and direct you to the reception. Banner carriers, please come forward to retrieve your banners. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and please enjoy the remainder of this special day.